Now let's focus on object. What is an object? An object is an identifiable entity with some characteristics and behavior of its own. We are surrounded by many objects. So now these are the basic units of any programming language, especially the object oriented programming language. So we can easily understand that object is an identifiable entity like a pen, or you can say the duster, which is having the specific feature. Like duster is used to clean the blackboard or whiteboard. Pen, maybe the black pen, maybe the blue pen, but both are having the specific feature that is used for writing, maybe in blue, maybe in black. That depends on the color of the ink. So the object is an identifiable entity that has a set of attributes, behavior and states. So what are the attributes? Attributes are individual characteristics that differentiate one object from the other, and the behavior is defined by the set of action an object can perform, and the state is defined by the set of values held by its attributes. So now you can easily understand with the help of a small example. So now, for example, you can assume that car is an object. So what will be the characteristics? The characteristics can be the manufacturer of the car, the model of the car, the color, the engine, the type and the cost. And what are the behavior of the car? Change gear, start and stop, increase speed. So the characteristics and the behavior are known as the basic part, the basic entity of a particular object. So each and every object has its state attributes, right? Now come to the next. What is class? A class is a template or blueprint for multiple objects with similar features and may be regarded as specification for creating similar objects. Due to this reason, class is also called an object factory that produces multiple objects of the same type. So now why class is known as object factory? Because we can create as many as objects of the class. That depends on you. So in short, we can say the class is a group of similar objects having some characteristics and behavior. Now we will try to understand the whole thing with the help of a small example. Please pay attention. Before that, just try to understand one small thing. Every class consists of the data members and the methods, means the variables and method. So now see the example. For example, you can assume a class called fruit. Fruit has three characteristics: the color, the flavor and the origin. And the objects you can assume the orange, the mango, the different fruits, right? Maybe it can be orange, it can be mango also. So now these objects orange and mango have the same characteristics, but each has its own specific values. Now the class under class fruit, the fruit is having color, flavor and origin. These are the characteristics of fruit class. And now see the objects, that is orange and mango. Object orange is also having the values plus their characteristics and behavior like color, flavor, origin, and mango also having the colors and flavor and origin. And each the color, sour and the origin, these are the values. Maybe the orange has color orange, flavor is sour, origin is Spain, and the mango color you can have yellow or green. The flavor can be sweet and sour both. Origin is India. So these values basically, these are the states. So now in this I have explained the concept of object and class. So these two are the basic unit of any object oriented programming language. Now see, note, once a class has been defined, we can create many objects belonging to that class. An object belonging to a particular class is known as an instance of that class. So this is a simple theory based things you can easily understand, and in case of any problem we will discuss further also. Now come to the last topic for today's class, that is types of Java program. Basically under Java we can develop two types of programs. One is the Java applets, and the second one is the standalone Java application. So basically for executing the Java applets, basically these are the browser based programs, and for executing this we need a browser. For standalone application, Java application, we need not to use browser.